what's your pickup of the week, right? This is for fantasy football, obviously. I got one guy that I'm obsessed with now. It's Brandon Lloyd. Kyle Orton apparently is going to throw for 700 yards a game for the rest of the season. And so he's got to throw it to somebody, and I've been trying to figure out who on Denver is going to get most of those, and apparently it's going to be Brandon Lloyd. He's averaging 33 catches a game. Now, it's ridiculous. Seriously, last game, after I picked him up, not a big deal, he caught 11 passes for 115 yards. He's a catching machine. Nobody wants to believe because it's Brandon Lloyd. He's sucked for so long, but I guess it's time to believe.
I think the fact that Brandon Lloyd came off the scrap heap that one promising year in San Francisco, a giant failure in Washington, a giant failure in Chicago, it's weird that he's doing well. Eddie Royal, by the way, also had a nice game. Another Denver receiver you might want.
Oh, by the way, if there are leagues still out there that Orton isn't picked up, what are you doing? Okay, leave right now and go pick him up.
My pickup of the week is Shawn Green of the New York Jets. LaDainian Tomlinson, the starting running back for the Jets. But Green is the backup, and he's quick. I think there might be some promise here for the second-year man out of Iowa.
What a disaster.
Total disaster.
All right, I mean, look. So Ben and I both picked him basically in our first round. He had an auction draft, but he spent the most amount of money for him, right, in our league. So we love Shawn Green. And finally he had a nice game, but I'm playing against the team that has LaDainian Tomlinson, who had a much nicer game. Shawn Green finds unique ways to screw you week in and week out. But at this point, somebody should have dropped him, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's not. I'm sure a couple leagues is available. Very quick, we don't know what's happening to Michael Vick. Obviously, Kevin Cobb, but he looked horrible. Todd Collins, don't pick up Todd Collins, but Todd Collins last night for the Bears comes in for Jay Cutler, because Jay Cutler was sacked 17 times. Todd Collins comes into the game, and at one point after he throws an interception, Al Michaels says that's his first interception since 1997. Todd Collins played at Michigan and was drafted by the Bills in '95. I thought he was joking, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought when they said Todd Collins in the game, I thought they were joking. I was like, Todd Collins, didn't he retire in 1985? This guy's been around for 55 years.
Well, Todd Collins was the backup a longtime chief, but he backed up Jason Campbell for a while in Washington recently, and he led the Redskins to the playoffs a few years back, like in '07, with a couple wins late in the year. But it turns out Al Michaels was not joking. His last interception in the NFL was in 1997. 13 years ago, and he threw one last night. He's thrown only 101 passes in between, but still, that's amazing. 13 years without interception. Don't pick him up. Very quickly, last week when you talked about your pickups, and they were so obvious, you were like, hey, if you have any pickups available, to pick up Rashard Mendenhall. Adrian Peterson of the Vikings, you should grab him. So I was like, yeah, okay, great. Here's my pickup, Santana Moss, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. No catches this week. 1 5-yard run.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice obvious call, Ben.
Yeah, nice obvious call. And then finally, right before game time, I had some injuries. I picked up Lee Evans of the Bills.
Disaster.
Here's who's better than Lee Evans. Evan Bye is better than Lee Evans. Birch Bye is better than Lee Evans. Birch Beer is better than Lee Evans. Lee Evans caught one pass for 6 yards at the end of the game. Lee Evans is the worst player in the history of football. All children are better than Lee Evans. 57% of people with Epstein-Barr are better than Lee Evans. These people are too tired to get out of bed, but they still get more separation than Lee Evans.
Okay, at some point, if you ever play fantasy football, you will be tempted to either draft Lee Evans very late in your draft or to pick him up some week because you're desperate.
Right.
Under no circumstances should you do that.
Under no circumstances. So I started Lee Evans and Santana Moss this week.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oddly enough, I was, and Michael Vick.
The gentleman is wrong!
Yeah, oddly enough, I was defeated.